What's up, my home seller clients? It's Rex. Today I want to talk to you about the hidden costs and surprises when you sell. Surprise! Surprise! Hello? Boo! I know, it's kind of corny, but hidden costs and surprises, because there are hidden costs and there are surprises, and every one of those surprises is going to be a hidden cost, and it's going to cost you money and time and hassle and maybe lose an escrow, and we don't want to do that. So in this video, that's what I'm going to talk about. If that's something that interests you in finding out, stick around. So, hidden costs and surprises when you sell. When you sell a home, there's quite a few possible hidden surprises and costs that could cost you money, time, hassle, maybe the transaction. And the thing is, we know where they're at, pretty much. Like, they're always the same things over and over. They're hiding in the same reports over and over. So we just make sure we order up everything up front. So all those inspections and disclosures and reports that we possibly can, we order up in advance before we ever put a sign on the property. We look them all over, find out where those hidden costs and surprises might end up being someday, and we take care of them long before we ever put a sign on the property. Now, most real estate agents will put your house on the market and then get an offer and accept it, and then start ordering all these reports and inspections, disclosures, and everything else. And then every single one of them takes time and hassle and could cost you money, and there might be some surprise in there. Here's a couple of examples. Termite report. Like in California, for the most part, home sellers need to provide their home free of termites and wood damage and all this stuff. So it's a report that has to be done eventually. We just do it up front, because if it turns out that there's $5,000 worth of termite damage, I mean, that could change your entire reason for wanting to move. So we make sure we order it up front. Most people order it after you're in escrow. Title report. Here's something that almost never gets ordered before you're in escrow. And a title report is the title of the property, and sometimes there's something on there, like a lien or a bill you didn't know about, or something, you know, or someone else is attached to the property that doesn't belong there. Or there's all kinds of stuff that could show up on a title report. We just make sure we order it in advance and look it all over, and if there's something on there, we talk to you about it, have our title company work on it and clear it before we ever get a buyer in, because that could delay the transaction by days or weeks, or maybe even it wouldn't close at all because there's some major issue on there that nobody knew about. You need to know about it. So we're going to find out in advance. Natural hazard disclosure. This is something that's got to be done every single time, and we just order it up front. Most realtors don't do that. So if there's something like a munitions storage facility that's next to your house and you didn't know about it, well, it's really good to know about that, and let's negotiate that in while we're doing all our actual negotiations, instead of just giving them a report later on after they've gotten into escrow, and now they look it over and they say, well, we'll take it, but it's going to cost you $5,000 or whatever, you know, they want to charge you in order to take it, or, you know, or something, whatever. There's all kinds of stuff that goes on. So we just make sure, and there's a bunch of other ones that we go through, and just order them all up front and make sure that they're all taken care of long before we ever start marketing the property. So it's all a nice, smooth transaction once we get through it. And then we use all that information to help you sell your home in highest and best and maximum market value, and sell it as is and get you all the time you need, terms and everything else, and avoid all the renegotiation during that moment of highest negotiating position, which you as a seller only have one tiny little moment of a negotiating position, and we want to maximize that to its fullest extent. And most realtors have no idea when this is or how to maximize it. So we're going to do that, and that's a whole nother video, but we'll talk about that later. Well, that's it for this video. If you're interested in selling your house now and want to give us a call, go ahead and do that, and we'll get you started. And we'll take a look at your property personally and look at all the reports and find out if there's anything on there, and we'll smooth it all out before we ever start marketing the property, so it doesn't become an issue for you. It'll save you money, time, and hassle, and your escrow will close. Can't think of anything else, so we'll see you at your house.